College burn, whore!
Build
You
your
best take that back.
You defile sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch!
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Nowhere to look? For the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindisfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come. Come. The landing's not far.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
From Nilfgaard. All of Hindisfjall sacrificed a whole flock to the gods. So you'd send a man with the courage and strength to slay Mordor.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation. The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad I Cried Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Jump in and see for yourself.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there. Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the Mage's ship.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haemai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the Jinn?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the Jinn is to you.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. Let's see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja bedem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
Aisu foltja bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
No djinn here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half. only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the Jinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... 3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this Jinn?
But you already know. A Jinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a Jinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that Jinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see? We're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the Jinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Jinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship.
Interesting. Wonder what this means. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Elemental Empires by Jean Batista. Mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here. Nothing here. Nothing interesting here. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea. Yes? Come with me. I've an idea. Yes? Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta Engaya, Kaishta et Disglare, Gevired me Castle.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I hold the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more! I can feel his strength waning. Damn it all! Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free!
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a Jinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jin might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You'd do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Fine. If you gotta go, go.
It shan't take long.
Better not. I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Geralt?
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
So, feel any different after our encounter with the Djinn?
Yes. Now I feel... regret.
Mean to say that...
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the Hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eredin's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the Hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
When the Hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, red riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. What did Eredin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eredin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eredin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Thanks, Yen. See you later.